In Ferrari ki Savari, I can promise you, maybe it does 1 crore or half a crore or 250 crores. But it's the best movie I could make today.
So you're talking about the weekend part of the business right now, but the fact is, 3 Idiots, it was released a couple of years back, and it had, I think, around 38 crores opening as far as the first 3 days is concerned.
No, you'll be very surprised.
Right.
I don't know the figures.
Right. I think it was 38 crores.
I never look at the figures.
Right.
Everybody goes to say, oh, we did 100. I don't know. I think we have touched 100 million, but I don't look at it. Great. That doesn't drive me.
Absolutely. And there have been films which have come in recent times which have had bigger openings than that film, and a much bigger extended weekends and all. But the fact is, they have still not been able to just overpower the overall collections of 3 Idiots, because it ran in theaters for almost 2 months, and it still, I think, had a phenomenal run in Hong Kong and China and Korea, in fact, which is unprecedented, in fact. So what do you attribute that success to?
The movie. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. It's not some films may have bigger opening. I wish them, maybe they have the biggest opening. I don't care. Is that movie better than my movie? If it is, I'm very happy that somebody out there is making a movie. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They say, oh, this 2, this 3, Satellite sold for 40 crores, this sold for... To me, it doesn't drive me. It drives some people. I say, go ahead, have a great time. To me, what drives me is the movie. In Ferrari ki Savari, I can promise you, maybe it does 1 crore or half a crore or 250 crores. But it's the best movie I could make today. I believe it's an outstanding film. Same thing with 3 Idiots, same thing with Munna, same thing with Parinda, same thing with Parinda, same thing with 1942 I Love You. 10 movies here. Pick anything. Pick any movie and tell me that movie was rubbish. It'd be difficult for you to say that.
You've concentrated a lot on the screenplay of all your movies, in fact. And I think one thing that you've come out with is screenplay of your movies like Lagera Munna Bhai and 3 Idiots. And now I think you're also doing something with the Sahib Bibi Aur Ghulam. So what was the big idea in just coming out with a screenplay of this particular movie?
See, I think that when we did this retro, it took us a few crores to restore prints. 42, the negative was gone. Parinda, the negative was gone. So we spent, and I realized that in our country, I want to restore not only my films, but all those great films that I saw and loved. And Sahib Bibi Aur Ghulam is my first attempt. And then we will do more Gurudat screenplays. We will do screenplays, we will restore films. I want to pay back to the industry what it has paid me. I was sitting with Dev Anand just before he went. I tried so hard to convince him to do Guide. We were going to do Guide with him, but he's no more. See, it's gone.
The screenplay of Guide.
The screenplay with interviews, sitting and talking to him about how he did it. So I really want to preserve, even for the Gurudat book, we've gone all over, talked to N.K. Murthy, everybody we've talked. My point is that we need to preserve our heritage, our cinema, our culture, which I, in my own small way, would like to do.
Please tell us something more about this retrospective in detail. You're having 10 movies, and each day there'll be some discussions.
The idea is that every day we have these movies, 10 films in cinemas, and then every day we have, for instance, I believe Imtiaz Ali will sit with us for 1942, a love story. And like that, there are various directors, Balki for Eklavya, Anurag for some. So it's like the directors will sit with the crew, these directors, and they talk about that film. And we would like to know from them what we did, and we'd like to share with them how we made these films. We've also actually released a book, which is how these films were made.
Acha, yeah. When will that be?
That will be tomorrow also.
Okay, all the films are being made and everything.
Yes, that book will be out there. You'll probably get a copy of how we did what we've done in our life. Yeah.
Will it be something in the sort of like a screenplay or something, or generally
it's just
an idea
of
about
telling us how we did films?
What is the number of pages in that? How many?
I'm bad with figures. It's a book.
Okay, and you've said somewhere that you'd like to remake Khamosh, which is your film that came out in 1985.
Yeah, I just said it a few days back. I would like to. I will not direct it, but I like to remake it because I made it in so little money. There were so many things I wanted to do that I couldn't do. I had only 8 lakhs. And I actually, for the Chitta scene, we cut the wood ourselves. I remember so clearly, kulhadiyan do kiraye pe leke lakdi kaat ke banaya tha. I want to redo that. I think that calls for some more money to make that movie, which I have now. So I want to do that.
And you also said somewhere, I think in 2008, that you'd like to remake Parinda. But so is that thing still on?
Parinda, I don't know. Yeah, Parinda is tough to get those 2 actors to get the right actor. Parinda casting would be very difficult in today's time unless I get actors who I believe can do it. I think that's a difficult one to touch. Yeah.
Many would say that you actually created Nana Patekar because that was, I think, career-defining role for Nana Patekar because he became huge. It's still considered one of his best films. So Nana Patekar, your reflections on him now?
See, that way, if you look at Nana started with us in Parinda, Baman started with us, Vidya Balan started with us. There are a list of, God knows, there were 30 people that for this retrospective they contacted. There are 30 people who are doing very well, who all started with us. Shankar Hasan Lawai, Shantanu Moitra, Swanan, Pradeep Sarkar. I mean, there's a whole list of Raju Hirani, Sanjay Bansal. We have a whole list of people that started with us, and I feel very proud to be part of bringing up, helping these 30 people be where they are today.
Great.